Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Peter Navarro, signs from the judge, and signs in general. So, Navarro had a hearing, and he was attempting to assert executive privilege, saying that the reason he didn't cooperate, he didn't talk, was because Trump had told him to defy the committee. Navarro not complying with the subpoena from the committee, from the January 6th committee, that led to a contempt of Congress charge. Navarro wanted to use executive privilege as a defense. The judge said no. Basically said that, you can't assert that because you can't demonstrate that Trump ever actually asserted executive privilege. That's a sign from the judge that this is probably not going to go well. That's one of those, I object. Why? Because it's devastating to my case. He's going to trial next week, I think, on this. And it seems like executive privilege was going to be basically his defense. And that doesn't seem to be one that will be allowed to be presented. So, that is bad news for Navarro. It is bad news for Team Trump in general. After all of this, Navarro was answering some questions, giving a press conference. And there was a person behind him holding a sign that said Trump lost. And Navarro took questions for a few minutes. And then he turned around and swatted, maybe tried to grab, couldn't really tell from the video, but definitely physically made his displeasure known. The person responded by saying, "You're already facing charges, bro." And he stopped attempting to get the sign or disrupt it. But then he went on to say something else that I found really interesting. This is the problem we have in America. Like, she's got Trump lost. And that's fine. She's expressing her point of view. That's not a point of view. That's a statement of fact. That's what happened. Trump lost. He lost the election, then he lost in court. Repeatedly. It's not a point of view. It's not an opinion. That's what happened. I understand that for a lot of those in Trump's orbit, the idea of like a post-fact America was a reality. But describing the simple statement of Trump lost as a point of view is a little telling. Let's be clear. It's been quite some time. He's not in the Oval Office. He lost. It's perpetuating the idea that he won, which is continuing to cause issues in this country. Not being able to admit that that brand of authoritarianism was not popular. It's what's continuing to lead the Republican Party down that path because they can't admit they were wrong. And it's what's creating a bunch of people who see those ideas as way more popular than they are. The average American doesn't like authoritarianism. And that is also not just a point of view. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.